We did a bit of a workshop. It was very dynamic and very interactive. I went to this place called Dopamine Land. So you'll see some of my explorations in the V&A African Fashion Exhibition. And yesterday I did a photo shoot. Hello. Okay, this is the Jewellery Diaries of Kassandra Gordon, giving you the human side of being a jewellery designer or jewellery designer maker. It has been an exhausting few weeks. I tell you, or last week has been super exhausting. What have I been doing? So I had two events last week. One was the Hatton Garden Jewellery Social, where I brought like the suppliers of the jewellery trade or the industry people and jewelry designers like myself together in a little pub in Hatton Garden. That was really cool. And then on the weekend, I did this adornment talk, which I partnered with the Museum of the Home. That was interesting. There was a strike that day, so thank you TfL, and I don't think it was TfL or National Rail or Overground Rail. There was a strike that day, but it was a really good event. It's important to have certain spaces for women or Black women to talk about motherhood and adornment and just be themselves, and it was quite intimate. Yeah, there's a lot to unpack there. It was quite an emotional event. I was very naive to know how emotional it was. So let's start with preparing for the Hatton Garden Social. How did that come about? That event came about because I was just... It's very hard in the industry to say that you make, from start to finish, you make everything. You know, a hallmarker, you need to talk to a hallmarker. If you need to hallmark something, I don't set my stones, many of my stones, I don't set this stone. I'll make the metal bit, but I'll give it to someone to set. I have this philosophy. I can set stones, but I'm not 100% best at it. I can do a decent job, but I'd rather go to someone who does 100% great job all the time and do it quicker than me, and they're just a master of it. So that's why I use really good craft people, industry people to do the specialist jobs. So I want to just bring people together because I think I said to you before, being a jeweler, getting into the jewelry trade, how I just did a few short courses and just hope for the best. And I just bumbled through, and I prayed and I just bumbled through, and that's how I became a jeweler. No proper, people behind me, didn't have no family, didn't have a family business. I didn't go to do a degree. I didn't do all of that type of things there. Anyway, Hatton Garden is quite close. If you go to Hatton Garden, the social geographical area, there's so much stuff going on, but you can't see it because it's hidden due to the valuable people only work with people who they trust. But how do you get trust? It's people who you build a relationship with. So how do you build a relationship with people? You build a relationship with people, but you gotta see them face to face. Can't do no online thing. A lot of these people who are the great graph people or people in the industry don't always do online, do mobiles, they see people face to face. That's how they do business. That's how it works. That's how you build trust. So I just did an event. It was sponsored by a diamond company, by De Beers, who put the bill and sponsoring. Got a videographer, so hopefully the video will come online soon. And what else should I tell you? Yeah, I got to do a little mini report for the sponsorship. People are emailing me saying, Kassandra, you've got to do one more. I'm just like, I've got a business to run, but I don't mind doing it. Like once a quarter would be okay. I think once a quarter. Once a quarter. And we get sponsorship and a bigger venue. It was quite cramped, to be fair. It was quite cramped. But yeah, it was nice. And I just went to Hatton Garden to pick up some stuff and buy some gems, and I just met someone who I met on Thursday last week, and I met him and we hugged and we just made a connection as a jeweler. I never had that connection before, so it really opened up these kind of things in the trade. Very nice. The second event I did was, what was the second event I did? Yes, it was the adornment event. And we had kind of, because it was supposed to be a big talk, it was a talk, but then we kind of changed it a little bit. We did a bit of a workshop. Instead of having Q&As at the end, I had Q&As at the big, like, it was interchangeable. It was very dynamic and very interactive. There was a lot of tears in that room. I tell you that, I did not expect the tears. Not saying I'm a cold-hearted person. There was a lot of tears in that room, which I did not expect. And I was like, wow. Wow. I didn't know I opened up the film. What I did last year opened up a lot of things. I just didn't know. But now I know. So yeah. I'm just thinking what else I did. Those are two major things. It was a lot of organisation to do those events. The other thing, I'm thinking, what else did I do? I went to this place called Dopamine Land, where they're supposed to give you dopamine, do activities and then increase your dopamine. I'm sure scientifically doing fun things and not working increases your dopamine. But let's just say it was very nice, adult-friendly installations and lighting with a bit of kid-adult soft play. You'll see for yourselves. You actually saw what Dopamine Land was about. What else did I do? Oh, I went to the V&A a little bit. I became a V&A member, so I can go in there and get more inspiration. It's very good as a designer or jewelry designer maker, or just a person just to get inspiration, because YouTube and Pinterest and Google is one thing. When you see things face to face and you touch it and get your senses and tactile, that's quite important. So you'll see some of my explorations in the V&A African fashion exhibition. Oh yes, and yesterday I did a photo shoot. Yes, got a little bit of the photo shoot. Yeah, I just want some pictures for my gram. Mix up the pictures personal. I do have my own personal brand, it's Kassandra, as well as the jewelry brand. So people seem to know me for my personality, and I don't know, it just come by accident. Like by doing the business, people are more interested in me and what I do on a day-to-day basis. So gotta give people what they want. Well, this is the Jewellery Diaries. That is it for now. As always, just rock with me, chill with me, do what you gotta do. And I will speak, as always, to you soon. Thank you for watching and listening. Bye.